Alright everyone, Cody here. Again, sorry I missed the meeting tonight, but still decided to do the presentation because I wanted to share the information. So, what I'm going to talk about tonight, how can you stay motivated in the gym towards fitness goals for your progress. And then I just got a little picture there. Every day is a good day to work out. So, to move on. My first point is it's much like our power hour moments. You want to make yourself a schedule. You want to make yourself a plan. Know what you're going to do. If you can, set your workout time ahead, like the day before, the night before. Know exactly what time you're going to work out the next day and the next week. For the next week, every day, plan it out. If you can do it first thing in the morning, it's good. I know a lot of you do. Then it gets rid of that excuse that you are too tired from a long day at work, right? So if you can do it in the morning, try it. If you can't, just make sure you have, okay, I'm going to eat dinner 1 hour after dinner, or whatever works for you. I'm doing this, then I'm going to jump into my power hour beach body. You know, it's very similar, structure for that. If you want to be successful, you got to make sure you have a plan. Next one, just a few focus points. One good thing to do is have a picture of the ideal body, the shape, type of body that you want. Put it on your wall in a place that you're going to look at it every day, multiple times a day. You want that image drilled inside of your head, and you do not want to be able to get that out. A little nutrition hint, don't cheat before you work out. Honestly, just don't do it. Cheat meals, generally they're going to drop your energy levels. They'll spike up your insulin, which actually carbs also bring in serotonin levels and stuff in your brain. So it does bring in that little bit of fatigue, and doesn't necessarily give you the fuel, the quality proteins, the quality vitamins and minerals that you want circulating in your body for that good workout. And you will notice it. You'll be more sore the next day. Bunch of stuff. You'll be tired. You're not going to be weaker. You're not going to have as much strength. Your muscle pump isn't going to look as good. So just a lot of factors there. So just avoid it. If you need to eat a cheat meal, do it afterwards. That's always a good time too. If you wake up, if you absolutely do not feel like it, you're beat down, you're tired, you're exhausted, your schedule has been busy, just find time to do something. Do some push-ups, 10 push-ups here, 10 push-ups there. It starts to add up. Same with squats. You can alternate. Do 10 push-ups 1 hour. Your next time you stand up, do 10 squats. The next time you're in a room by yourself, do 10 more push-ups. The next time you stand up, 10 squats. You go to the bathroom, 10 squats. Something, anything. Just get yourself moving, and then chances are throughout the day, it will make you reconsider skipping the workout. And if that doesn't work, just look at that picture back on your wall that we talked about earlier, and just think to yourself, I bet they've done over 100,000 push-ups in the time it took them to get there. If you do 15 right now, that is 15 closer to that 100,000 mark. And yes, I know 100,000 is a lot, but if you're looking at someone in the fitness industry, they will be 7, 8, 9, 10 years of working out, and they've probably done many more push-ups than that. But it's a start, and everyone has to start somewhere, and that's another important thing to realize, is you're not going to be the top. You're not going to lift the heaviest weight. You're not going to be the strongest. Get rid of your ego as soon as you start your workout. Use light weight. Get your form. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to overdo it. A well-executed rep is going to be better than 10 quick reps, so to say, even with heavier weight on the quick reps. Well-executed is number one. Next point, I know it's pretty self-explanatory, but never give up. And I know what you're thinking. It's easy for me to say that after I've been working out for it's been 4 years straight now, 4.5, close to 5. But there's that quote: "It's easy to do. It's easy just as easy not to do, right? And things that you may not know is I have quit for months at a time. I've stopped for 3 months, I've stopped for 2 months, I've stopped for weeks, whatever, right? Not taking rest days, just waking up and not feeling like working out, not wanting to do it. And part of it is energy levels and diet. Another part is schedule. But a main factor in those breaks, I'll call them, is I didn't see the results that I wanted to. I hit a plateau, and I wasn't progressing at the same rate that I wanted to progress. So that goes to the next point there. The results will slow down. The first 6 months you start working out, you're going to get the best results of your life. The first 6 months, because of that initial change. The lifestyle change, the nutrition change, the physical activity change, it's going to give you amazing results. So when they start to slow down, after you've done a few rounds of your program, after you've done a few programs, don't panic. It's okay. Sometimes it'll stop. Your weight will go up, your weight will go down. It's all part of the process. Especially a lot of things I didn't notice until I actually got down into the more extreme athletic percentages of body fat, down in the 6 and 7% range. But your body changes every single day. If you eat something one day, it'll change 2 or 3 days later. You know, you might not notice it right away, but if you have that cheat meal on Saturday, or on, we'll say, if you have a cheat meal on Thursday, and you go to do your weigh-in on Sunday, you're going to look just a little bit more bloated than you would. You're going to look a little bit softer, so to say, if, again, being down in the lower percentages. But regardless of what percentage you're at, there is that effect going on. Your body's going to retain a little bit more. Your body's going to look a little bit different. Your weight might not change as much. You're not going to see as much definition with your muscles. Bunch of things, right? So that's one thing. Your results will slow down. Another thing is your body adapts to the workouts, right? So if you, like, the 21 Day Fix is an amazing program. It's a great program. So is Hammer and Chisel. They all are. But if that was the only program you were to do for the next 3 years, your muscles are going to know exactly what day, exactly what workout, exactly what exercise, exactly how many reps there is. And even if you do challenge yourself with the weight, it's the movement patterns, it's the routine that your body falls into. You'll go on autopilot when you start to work out, and you're not going to progress. So keep that in mind. That is one main point that a lot of people do not kind of recognize. Make sure when you're in your workouts, you're not on autopilot. You want to be focused, mentally engaged in every rep. You want to feel your muscles. Think about working your muscles every single rep you do. Same thing, your diets. Don't eat the same thing for breakfast every day. Don't eat the same thing for lunch. I know it's hard. I know meal prep is amazing, and it's nice to just make enough food for a whole week, and it is a good thing to do that. However, if you're going to don't eat eggs every day for breakfast. Change it up. Have eggs if you wake up at 5 o'clock, have eggs at 5:15, 5:20, whatever you do. One day, the next day, have a yogurt and some fruit at 5:20, and have your eggs at 8:30. Then you go back 5:20, and then change it up. So yogurt, then you can have a salad or something, and then some eggs, right? So you don't want it to be the same time. I like to really make it opposite. Sometimes I'll eat some ground beef, some peppers, veggies and rice and stuff early in the morning, and then I will change it to, I'll have my rice, oatmeals, peanut butter, whatever, that kind of stuff, breakfast foods later at night, right? It kind of shocks your body, shocks your metabolism a little bit, I guess, if you believe that. But basically it just changes up the pattern for your body, and that's what you want. You want your body to say, what is he going to do next? What is he going to do next? I always need to be prepared. Your body needs to be prepared for change. You want your body to constantly be willing to adapt to the situation. You never want to be into a routine, or that's when you start to stagnate your progress. It's keeping your body on its toes for that change, right? And if like Hammer and Chisel is a great program, because think of like Total Body Hammer, for example. We did Total Body Hammer today. We haven't done that for 2 weeks, so it's good for the body. It doesn't get it in that much. So when it does happen, it shocks it. It's like, oh man, this is a different workout. I haven't seen this in a while. That's where you get progress. That's why these programs are so good, actually. If you wanted a little bit of insight on that, it's because they keep the body adapting and changing, and the workouts changing, but still able to challenge yourselves. So next we're going to move on. Just a few kind of recommendations, I'd say, if you want to be kind of serious about changing your body, getting your fitness goals. Number one thing, obviously know your goals. Long-term, short-term. This month you want to lose 5 pounds. So that would be kind of a micro cycle. This month, in a few weeks. By the end of this macro cycle, so it'd be, I like to say a macro cycle is going to be a year. 12-month cycle, you're going to do many micro cycles. That's going to be about 3 or 4. It's called meso cycles, MESO cycle. I don't have it on there, but basically micro cycle, a few weeks to a month. A meso cycle is going to be a few months. The macro cycle, I like to say, is a year. So make sure you know what you want to do. Break it down. Your micro cycles. I want to lose 5 pounds each micro cycle. If you're going on a big weight loss, I want to lose 5 pounds every micro cycle. My meso cycles, I want to start to, I want every meso cycle, I want to drop 4 sizes in clothes, or I don't know, whatever, however it works, right? Break it down like that. Your macro cycle, have your end transformation there, your picture, again, that we talked about earlier. Have that visual. It's very, very, very important. Keep in mind, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. Much like Beachbody, you're only going to get it if you work for it. Keep a journal. Write how you felt before a workout and how you felt after the workout, and notice that a majority of the time, I put almost 85% of the time, there is going to be an improvement in your mental state. You might feel a little bit more tired, but your stress levels will be a little bit more down, all that kind of stuff. And when it gets tough, working in the micro cycles after 6 or 7 months of working out consistently, look back at that journal right at the beginning and see the days that you wrote and you said, I do not want to do this, and then you did it, and then you said, man, am I glad I did that, because I feel amazing. And that will get you through it. That will keep you going when it seems like you can't go anymore. Went too far there. The last point there. Working hard is important. Challenge your weights. Challenge your intensity. Push yourself in every way possible. But you need to remember that when you're trying to grow your muscles, you are literally ripping them. I know I saw this in Autumn's video. She said you're literally ripping them apart, and you are. Your muscle fibers tear every time you squeeze them. That burn you feel when you're working out, yes, it's lactic acid, but it's ripping your muscles. That's your muscle fibers splitting. And I don't know if there's many chefs out there, but just like in the kitchen, good food takes time. Good things take time to grow. Get that adaptability in, keep changing your routine, but make sure that you know when it's time to rest. And that brings us to the next slide, knowing when it's time to rest. If you want optimal results, and I'm talking optimal, 100%, this is what you're doing, this is your attention, is getting these results, nothing else. You're not necessarily 100% on your business, so to say. It would be 100% on this, which I'm not saying you have to do, but if that's what you wanted to focus on, 8 hours of sleep every night. get it. No excuses. You need it. Your body, your nerves, your mind, it all needs it to reset itself and kind of get that recovery, and so you can stay fresh, and so your muscles do heal up. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get results with less sleep, but it will be a little bit slower. Like I said, that's just optimal results there. You're still going to get results if you're working hard in the gym, getting your nutrition and getting your water in. You're still going to get results, and I do want to stress that. It's not, like, 8 hours of sleep is very important just for the body and well-being overall, but I'm not saying if you don't get 8 hours, it's the end of the world and you're never going to grow and you should stop working out. Don't think that, because keep pushing, it will all come. Again, if you're too sore, everything from your head to your toe aches, you just creak, feel weak, take a rest day. Drink lots of water. If you can, sit in a sauna, loosen everything up there, sweat out everything you can, all the sodium, all the old water, all that kind of stuff. That is very actually good for your just health benefits, and again, will make you look a little bit leaner. But basically, just focus on getting a good rest day that day. If you're that sore, just rest, nap, do whatever you gotta do. Eat all your food. Don't cut back on food. You still want all the nutrients in, because your body is still repairing itself, even if you're not working. Trust me, you want it. So just quickly, just threw in I am a baseball player, so I threw in a little bit of a baseball quote. I used to pitch and for a competitive ball a few years ago when I was a little bit younger. I hurt my arm though, but besides the point. The quote there just says, "You can only throw the ball as your arm, or as fast as your arm can stop." Again, so you can only throw the ball as fast as your arm can stop. It's the same thing with working out. You can only grow your muscles. You can only grow your potential as fast as you can recover from it, right? So if you're harming your recovery, there's lots of things that can harm nutrition, dehydration, any alcohol, anything like that. Smoking, not stretching, laying in bed for 5 hours after your workout watching Netflix, all of that stuff is not, it's harming your recovery, and that's going to harm your growth in the long run, because if you're sore for 4 days, 5 days, which it does happen, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but if you're consistently sore for 4 or 5 days, like so sore that you can't move, then you're not going to be performing at your peak in the gym. So your body's just going to be like, oh, I'm just dying. I'm not progressing. I'm hurt, right? So get that recovery in when you need. Make sure you get all your food, all your water. Hydration is very key with recovery. Stretching, keep moving. Never stop moving. Don't let that lactic acid build up in your muscles, and it will help with that soreness. But yeah, that's about it. Just a short little presentation. If anyone has any questions or anything, you can give me, either leave a comment or you can shoot me a message privately. I'd be glad to answer anything there, and I'm sure we'll talk about this next meeting if everyone got a chance to watch it, and if anyone did have any questions or whatever. I'm sure we'll go over it. But anyways, I hope you liked it. I hope I was able to give you a little bit of insight there. I put it together last week when it was pretty stressful. So, but I got it done, and it's here, and it might not be the prettiest, but again, like I said, hopefully at least some of you can pull a few points away from there and really challenge yourselves to set the goals, your macro cycle goals, so the long range ones, and get yourselves there, because that is what we want, right? That's what we all want. We all want to succeed with our business and with our fitness goals. So anyways, enjoy the rest of your night, and let's have a good week 8 for our program.